Welcome back to our in-depth playthrough of Elden Ring, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Let's Play Dark Souls HD, and today we're going to continue our adventure through Liurnia of the Lakes, which is so beautifully portrayed behind me. Lots and lots of exciting things to do in this episode. So, we left off right here at the Liurnia Highway South, Grace, and we traveled all the way down this road until the bridge cut off. And that is where we found the tree spear, which is going to be our chosen thrust weapon for this character. And then what we're going to do today is we're going to go the opposite way. We're going to start working our way up this road, and when it splits off right here, we'll go through the forest here. And it is evening, so it'll probably be nighttime by the time we get there, and we're going to run into a familiar foe in this section of woods right here. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we'll grab the grace that's right here on this broken bridge. Then we'll double back up, start following the road again, and just clearing out these enemies, and we're going to hit this spot right here, which is a very small mini dungeon that we're not going to be able to get all the way through because we don't have a key item that's needed for it. And there's a hidden village down here off the side of the cliff called Jarburg, and we're probably going to go down there as well. And we'll see if we make it all the way up here, but what I intend to do for the next few episodes is we're going to stay on this stretch of land that's visible to us. So all of this right here, and we're going to get all the way to the top until we get to this fucking doozy right here. But I do know that there is a catacomb right here that we need to do. This is a MariNerd tree, so we'll have a boss right here. And we for sure want to go do this guy right here. And there will be some other caves and some challenging sections on the way there, but I say we get to it. One thing I do want to do real quick, and we're going to teleport and make short work of this. I totally forgot to drop down on the tombstone and grab the item that was, yep, right there, the one above the grace. Wouldn't you know it? And what I'm going to try to do in this episode is, if memory serves, we should be running into our first, tier 3 Somber Smithing Stone, which is going to be near the very top of the section that we just unlocked, and I would like to try to get to that in this episode if I can. Because I don't want to skip anything. I want to try to, really complete these sections that we're doing and comb through them in LP fashion. So the sacrificial twig, yes, that's why we wanted to go back and get that, because let's read the description here. Yes, we already have 3 of these, which is good. They will come in handy, but essentially this is like your ring of sacrifice in Elden Ring. It's, if you die, its main function is to preserve your runes, so that way you don't lose them upon death. These ruins right here, we need to go over here. We're just going to teleport to save some time. I don't believe I went down the steps for this spot. Maybe I did, but I don't feel like I did. Because I know there's a spot where you can go down, I think. Well, I thought. Let's look around for a little bit, see if we can find it. I could be completely wrong. It wouldn't be the first time. Take our blood rose, because we are definitely going to get bloody in this playthrough. The bleed is, exceptional in this game, by the way. I've probably already expressed my opinion plenty on that so far, hence the weapon that we've been using. Would you look at that? Another teleporter. And I'm not going to use it, just like the others. We'll worry about some of the teleporters and stuff later. I do want that. Yes, a tier 3 stone. Yes, yes. Here we go. This is what I wanted. I'm not going to deal with any of those morons up there. I just want to go down here. There's no enemies? That's weird. Don't like that at all. Let's see what we got. Alright, the Wraith Calling Bell. Let's check this out. Should be under the tools here. Here we go. So, this is going to be one of our reusable items that's similar to the Mimic's Veil, and not that. That is a consumable, hence it has the 1 on it. That means you only have 1. This does not have a count next to it, so you can use these 2 as many times as you want. But this will call forth these wraiths, which is exactly what you saw happening back there. Those like orange and black sort of floating skulls that home in on the enemies. And we were using a throwable version of that against Margit when we were experimenting in that boss fight, which those are called the Rancors. The wraiths are different. It costs 7 FP, which is like nothing, but I'm pretty sure they scale with faith, if I remember. Let me see. Yes, intelligence and faith is what they scale with. So, probably not like the best item for us, because the scaling itself is also quite low. But, alright. Cool beans. Yes, there's a purple item. I knew I was forgetting something out here. So, golden rune, and ritual pot. Yes, that is different. Oh, fuck these things. These are the worst. I don't have time to deal with these things at all. So that thing that you just saw, that like crawled out of the ground straight from your nightmares, the name slips my mind. I can't remember what they're called, but hey, look, would you look at that? The wraiths that we were just talking about are trying to get to us. And they failed. Let me change my Ash of War. It's about time we switch to something different. Let's try this guy, and we'll go with the Sacred Imbuement. And with Misericord, that has Quick Step on it. I want to put the kick on this guy. Let's go Keen, because it's a dex weapon, and we have dexterity. Yeah, I want to go with the kick. We're going to experiment with that a little bit, see what we can do with it. Because normally you can break guards and poise. You can break poise with the kick, and that'll lead to a critical, and the criticals hurt really, really bad with this weapon. So we'll experiment with that, play with it a little bit. So now we're going to teleport back here, and we're going to assume the main path. And it's nighttime, so that means... Am I going the right way? Yes, I am. So nighttime means we are going to run into a familiar foe, and I'm not worried about any of these groups of enemies. They are completely immaterial to us and our goal right now, because we've already fought them. Our goal is to get to this stretch of woods over here, next to the, I believe it's called the Gatetown Bridge Grace? I think that's what it's called. And we already read this guy in the last episode. So let's do this. Grab this grace. And we may as well rest just to see if we get like a Melina dialogue maybe. Nope, doesn't look like it. No big deal. But we're going to go talk to our spectral friend here. Ah, the puppets. The puppets besiege us. Well, that's kind of an obscure one. I'm not really sure what to make about that, because he says puppets, but these are more like spirits. Like we can see them. There's a giant version of one too. You'll see what I mean. So let's talk about this real quick. These guys, these puppet-looking things that are on the ground, I'm sure are what they're referring to, but they don't come alive. Like, I don't understand what purpose they serve. All I do know is that these Godric soldiers, or not Godric, these Raya Lucaria soldiers are fighting a lot of these spirit guys, and I can't tell who to root for. Like, I don't know what the source of their conflict is, other than, like, living versus dead, maybe, because these are Raya Lucaria knights, from what I can tell. It looks like they have the armor of the Raya Lucaria knights on them, but Raya Lucaria was at war with Stormvale Castle, according to the lore, so I don't know. I guess I really just can't tell what's going on here. Alright. Here they go. So let's do this. Now I know this giant can basically solo all these guys. And uniquely, this giant actually has, he's got the helmet on with the cape. So he's like a fighter. He's got the glintstone phalanx too, and it hits hard. See what else we got going on here. Okay. That's it. Probably can't bleed this guy because he's a ghost. But we're going to try anyway. Come on, man. What you got? Eee, he's got glintstone phalanx. That was close. Oh, hell no. Are you kidding me? That jerk. Alright, who did that? Was it that stupid-ass soldier? I bet it was him. Yeah, that's it. Have your little spasm. That's fine. This guy has a lot of health. We're going to have to be a little bit patient here. Okay. Come on. Give me your best shot, man. You gonna do the running attack? Okay. Yeah, if they run into a wall like that while they do their attack, they bounce off. It's kind of cool. So I think I was right. You probably can't bleed this guy, realistically. Let's see what this does. That's it. Okay, that did alright. And it does continuous damage. Yeah. Okay, not bad. What did he drop? Oh no, that was from the soldier. That was a brass shield. Okay. So you got a golden rune. The Lucerne, a classic. So the Lucerne has been a Souls weapon for a long time. It's been around since Demon Souls. I remember when I first saw that in this playthrough, I was like, hey, they are true to their roots. And the crystal darts. We actually picked up a cookbook recently that showed us how to make those, if you recall. So these puppets, they look very similar to the things that we've been fighting, like the things that have like cages for bodies and they go crazy with the spears and the arrows. And they were just up the hill there, but more so these things I'm concerned about, like these big giant demon head things. We're going to actually encounter these later on, and they're not going to be destroyed and incapacitated like this. They're going to be very much real and functioning, and they're quite dangerous. But I got you covered. I'll show you exactly how to deal with them. So let's run down through here, and we're going to meet our familiar foe. Hello. Yes, that's it. Oh yeah, we hit pretty good. So, I'm going to try to take my time with this guy, because... Ow. For one, he's very strong. Two, we're in kind of an awkward space. Like, there's not a bunch of enemies around here that you need to worry about when fighting him. But, there's lots of trees and stuff. So, let's kind of, like, try to take advantage of his little slash here, huh? Not by doing that. Ow, come on. Let me try to see if I can do this, huh? Okay, that did okay. We didn't have stuff like this before. off of Pete. Let me get some more. Oh, come here, you motherfucker. Come here. There we go. Stop that. Oh, I'm out now. No worries. There we go. Alright, this ain't going so bad. That's it. Slash. Boom. I think we got this guy figured out. Oh, I missed? That was silly. Let's see what we can do against this guy. That's it. No, I'm not trying to hurt your horse, man. I'm trying to beat your ass. Without getting my own ass beat in the process. Do you feel me? I think our holy damage is actually helping us against this guy. Damn it. That swing, or that fucking horse hip check thing has a lot of reach. Oh no! Come on. There we go. I'm just trying to, like... I'm trying to bait his, like, really short-ranged attack. Because we're in a very not good part of the woods. Like, it's a very bad spot to fight him. I could theoretically try to, like, lure him to a better spot. But this works. Just try to keep him in one spot. And handle him like this. There we go. Come on. And then if I get him down, we're going to misrecord the fuck out of this guy. Yeah. Eat dagger. Yeah, done for. Alright, and then we get Ice Spear. And, well... that's disconcerting. Okay, y'all are gonna have to correct me on this one, but I am 100% certain that you are supposed to get the nightrider halberd from that particular Knight's Cavalry. Oh, let's go talk to our ghost friend. Pretty sure you're supposed to get it from that guy. Wonder if they patched that. Raya Lucaria, hollowed hall dedicated to the study of magic. Why shut your doors to me? Am I barred from donning the crown of stone? Well, it would appear so. I wish I could help, man. So that's Knight's Cavalry number 3 down. And this is the grace that I had mentioned before. Let me open our map here. So just to show you where we're at. So we started here, rode our way up. We collected this one on the way there. And then passing here, this is where the big battle was. And then we went down through the forest, fought the Knight's Cavalry, and it spat us out right here, back on the shore. So we have more of these floating guys. And there's actually lots of stuff out here. There's lots of stuff to do and collect, but I think I'm going to save the parts of the water for a little bit later. We're going to stick to land for the most of this episode. And here is Shabriri Grape Girl. Round 3.
Hello? Is someone there? Would you donate any Shabriri grapes in your possession to me? I'm on a pilgrimage in search of the distant light. And when I eat one of those grapes...
So she just asks every single person, like every set of footsteps that goes by, she says, will you donate any Shabriri grapes to me? As if any stranger that walks by is going to be like, you know what? I do happen to have an eyeball with the Frenzied Flame in my pocket. Here, it's yours. I refuse to believe she gets lucky with anybody else in that respect. So, you know what? Let's do this, actually. We're going to follow the road up just a little bit further past. Because, yes, there we go. We got some wolves up here. Wow, you did not get bled? Alright, so these wolves. These are not like your typical wolves that you see in Limgrave. These guys are a little bit tougher. I'm going to try to utilize my high stagger rate of my strong attack on the flail, except this guy totally can just outpoise me. Alright, come here. There we go. Come here. It is your destiny to lose to me. Come on. There we go. That's how we deal with those guys, and we got it. Lump of flesh, fin beast bones. We got 2 flasks back. We got a crimson and a cerulean. And we have more wolves up here. So I am not super worried about becoming some kind of wolf executioner. Not in this episode. My main concern up here is going to be that guy, this tower. So let's jump up here. We will scour the cliff just to make sure that we don't miss anything. I will for sure take a sleepy time flower. Here we go. Got another starlight shard. And yes, we could have taken the reservoir to get up here, but like, come on. Alright, there's a big crab in here. I do know that. Okay, let's head over this way real quick. Ah, yes. Did I just stance break a scarab? That was interesting. And there we go. We want Tibia Mariner number 2. Come here. Where are you going in a hurry, huh? I need flasks, boy. Well, I used all of my cerulean ones, so I guess I didn't need to do that. I probably should have drank the damn thing before I did that. Now I feel stupid. Shinies. Alright. So let's smash this guy, because the beast eye quivers. Alright, so we're going to get some death root. Where are you going in a hurry, pal? You don't like me? You don't want to play with LP? So this guy is, like, just as easy. And then we have holy damage, so don't hurt his own guys like a dumbass. He's going to do the splash that we're not worried about. What a nerd. So we got our death root, and then we got the skeletal bandit ashes. So the skeletal bandit is singular. It's just one guy, instead of summoning 2 of the militiamen, like the ashes that we already have. And that's okay, though, because just one militiaman, or just one bandit, is quite a bit stronger than both of those militiamen. He's more aggressive, he hits harder, and he can tank a lot better, too. I think he's got significantly better defense than either of the militiamen. And he has the same kind of perk. He does not die. He has to be hit in his glowing state in order for enemies to actually defeat him, which is pretty damn cool. So, nothing on top of there. Let's check these rock structures and gravestone piles, just to make sure we didn't miss anything, because it's very easy to do, like that. There we go. Don't want to miss that. That's a hella important item. Alright. And then this, if I recall, should be where you drop down to get a Jarburg. Yep, there we go. Bam. But we're not going to do that right this second. We will save that probably for last. I want to go kick this guy's ass out here. This guy out here, I think, is a little bit out of place. but intentionally. This is actually a lane down knight out here, and I understand why he's here, because he drops something pretty special that's going to seriously change the game for us and help us a lot. Skeletons? Really? No, don't do that. How the fuck am I missing? That's weird. Yeah. Come on. I'm trying to hit the Reaper, damn it. There we go. Sorry, I know the way I fight these guys is so sporadic and stupid, but it works. Alright, we do not want these guys interfering while we fight the lane down knight. So this guy, you can destroy this guy on horseback. Like, 100% you can absolutely annihilate him. Kukri him. Ooh, that hurt. So, with halberds in particular, he's pretty easy to beat. But I want to fight him like this. You and me. Man to man. Hand to hand. Lightning. Roll. Oh my goodness. Proc the bleed and everything. So this is what we want. The Dragon Cult Prayer Book. Ooh, he gave us a Knight's Greatsword. I don't think I've ever got that. Let's see. Okay, a D and a D. 141 base. Weighs 10 pounds. It's pretty heavy. Does it have no extra damage and only needs 16 strength, 12 dex. Does this have a Claymore moveset? Great sword bestowed upon skilled swordsmen in the demigod's service, and yet had no rank or title. Featuring a long grip, enabling dual-handed use, this weapon was designed to dispatch larger foes. Being charged with such a duty was undoubtedly a great honor. And it's got stamp. Okay. Claymore has lion's claw on it. Yeah. Oh, that looks sick as fuck. No, it does not. Okay. Yeah, okay. It's just like the other swords. It's got a bastard sword moveset. Oh, wow! It's got, like, the Dark Souls 2... The wispy, like, you know, like Lucatiel's sword. Let me see something real quick. Oh, yeah! Man, that's such a cool attack. Alright, that's enough playing around. So, the Dragon Cult Prayer Book. Let's look at this real quick. We learn Lightning Spear, Honed Bolt, and Electrify Armament. This is going to be pretty important on our build. Lightning Spear is probably going to end up being my #1 source of ranged damage on this build. And you guys have probably noticed by now in this playthrough that your incantations can be charged. So, let's see. Wow, okay. So, this painting in particular, there's an Erd tree in the background, and it looks to be Raya Lucaria. To me, is what that looks like. Very nice. The Resurrection painting. And, yeah, you can charge your incantations in this game, and when you charge up Lightning Spear hard enough, especially if there's water or if it's raining, oh, man. Better watch out. The damage is just there. Alright, a tier 4 smithing stone. Okay. So, we are now all the way up here on the map. And we wanted to go down through here. This is what we want to do. We want to go back down through here for just a second. So we're going to follow the road back down where the crab was. And we should find a couple things. And then I think we'll finish up where Jarburg is. Give me the poop! Yeah. I think this episode's going pretty well. It's pretty smooth. Nothing crazy has happened. I haven't died yet somehow. I'll take it. Oh, it's raining. It's a perfect opportunity to test out Lightning Spear, but I don't have it. Oh, shit. Alright, you. Let's do this. Don't you come over here. Shit. Torrent. You fucking crab. Eat Kukri. Get bled. Bleed, damn it. Alright. Yeah, nice try. I played Dark Souls 3. So the crab did not want to bleed, interestingly enough. But we took her eggs. Alright, what's in here? There's smaller crabs. These blood roses. I could have swore there was like a scarab or something nearby. Maybe not. I for sure want the mushroom. You can never have enough of those. That is the whole reason that I've been religiously picking up mushrooms. Just resin? Nice, root resin. And that's why I've been religiously picking up mushrooms and the St. Trina's flowers, because we're going to be playing around a lot with like sleep pots and stuff. It's going to be great. Alright, gentlemen, as you were. So I don't have it in me to fight you. I just don't want to. Let's see what we got over here. Okay, so the battle. We already went through the underside where the battle was, and now we need to explore up here a little bit. I think we already climbed to the top of that establishment. Now we're good. Okay, cool. Let's head back in the other direction, and let's drop down to Jarburg, because it's a very cool spot. Give me the poop. Yeah. Sorry I killed your mother. Y'all are just going to have to figure it out. And I'll tell you what I told your cousins over in Castle Morn. If you get older, and you find yourself feeling some type of way about what I've done, come find me. I'll be ready. Man. Crazy. Look at this. Wow. This game is visually stunning. I mean, straight up stunning. What's this? This looks like a spot where a meteor may have fell. I wonder why there's nothing here. Man. So, the Tibia Mariner, or Mariner, however you want to pronounce his name, he shows up in multiple places in this game, like more than once. And, oh, I'm on the wrong side already. Where the hell am I going? And he's very similar to Deathbird in that he shows up and you basically know exactly what to do if you fought him once. But I think it would be really cool if they gave us, like, a really strong Tibia Mariner. Like you guys know the comparison I'm about to make. There's like a Death Right bird, which is totally different from normal Deathbird. He's incredibly strong, and he will kill you so fast if you don't know what to do against him. And I wonder about that. I wonder if they have thought about putting a Death Right Tibia Mariner instead of just making him the same boss fight every single time, you know? Be very careful on the way down here. Use your camera. Like, try as hard as you can to not kill yourself and Torrent. Jarburg. There it is. And once you get down here, you ideally want to jump on this roof right here because there's an item. Smithing Stone 3. Hell yeah. I don't think there's anything else. Yep, we're good. So, interestingly enough, these pots down here don't attack you. They seem to be like in their own little zen. And there's lots of really good flowers down here. Like stuff you can use for... Not that. but that. There's the Michaela's Lily. There's Poison Blooms. Like, there's a slew of good flowers down here that you want for combining. So I'm going to light this Grace, because we're going to want to teleport back down here at some point, just not right now. We're going to come back down here for Alexander's questline. So this is why we're here. Cracked pots. There's a bunch of them here, and we want to pick them up, as well as the flowers. Oh yeah, getting lots of flowers. Lots of flowers. We even got Eye of Yellow. Ignore the buzzing. That's my phone. These, though. Ritual pots, cracked pots. We want these. I don't know what happens if you damage these pots, but seeing as how these pots and jars are what they are, these ones may not be sentient, but something tells me that they might get offended if you break them. I have not tested this theory, but I don't want to because there's so many of them. I feel like if every single one of these things aggroed on me at the same time in this village, I would just get shredded so hard. Like, I would have no chance of surviving. So, test that one at your own peril. Right, see, look, man, arterial leaves. We're getting good stuff down here. And you can attack these guys, too. Like, this is not a safe zone. You can attack down here. Just be careful. Pick your battles, because, I don't know. These guys are all just kind of chilling, you know? They're vibing, so maybe you shouldn't hurt them. I want these, man. I want all the cracked pots and the ritual pots. I want them all. Sorry, I'm gonna steal your flower. Let's get this view, man. Wow. See, there are a lot of parts of this game that remind me of Dragon's Dogma. And then there are parts like this. So it's like, if you pan across this screen, the mood literally changes. So it's like, right here, the mood is like Elden Ring, because we see the jars and stuff and the giant tombstones. It's like Elden Ring. And then as you pan further, like, wow, that kind of looks like Dragon's Dogma, because in Dragon's Dogma, when you start in the main village, you can see like Blue Moon Tower and other places in the distance that you can go in the game. You can see Grand Soren even. And then as you keep panning, boom, suddenly it turns into Dark Souls 1. Like when you're in the Undeadburg and you see these giant pillars that go all the way down into Blighttown from Firelink Shrine. Cool shit, man. I'm telling you, there's a lot to appreciate about this game, other than the fact that you can get slaughtered by even the weakest enemies. Living Jar Shard. We picked up one of those in Stormvale. This one looks upset. I wonder why. Like, can't talk to any of these guys. Let's try something. Let's see. Hello, thank you, please help. Let's try hello. Nothing? Well, I wish I could help, man. I don't know what to do. But I will take this. Nice. I think that might be all of them. We're going to check every corner just to make sure, but I am fairly certain that there are no more. Okay. Hi there. Please don't attack me. I'm just picking flowers. Right, great. I see you. Think you can hide from me, tier 1 rune? And then we'll do this just because we're stupid. Nice, alright. And then there's the Erd Tree. That's where our next boss is going to be. And then up there, that's the other side of the cliff, I believe, that we were dropping down to. And, let's take a look. Okay, we have another tower, it appears, that might have a memory stone. And that's Mount Gelmir back there beyond the Erd Tree. Great. And that up there, all that bullshit attached to the Erd tree is Lanedale Capital. That, as a matter of fact, that should be the boss room right there, before the final boss. Where you get to fight Morgoth, and Godwyn, and Horaloo. It's weird. It's this whole thing. Hey, look at that. I am sure glad we ran through here, because I didn't see that up there. Betcha that's another pot. Let's go find out. Mushrooms. Yeah, a good one too. That was a ritual pot. So let me take some time here to explain that in our inventory for just a second. So the cracked pots. Let's see what we got. Here we go. So we now have 11 of these. That's amazing. These are different though. So these ritual pots is these are used to hold special throwing effects. So the regular cracked pot is going to be used for elemental stuff like fire and sleep and status effects, poison, whatever. These ritual pots though are for different stuff, and I'll show you real quick. I'll give you an example. This one, the Beast Lore pot, requires a ritual pot instead of the cracked pot. Yeah. This is cracked pot. This is ritual pot. So let's see. Cracked, 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 cracked. Ritual, cracked, cracked. Okay. So the only ritual pot item that we have craftable is the Beast Lore pot. But that's okay, because we only have 2 of those, I guess, at this point. Or what is it? 3? 3. So that's a really useful item, though. That can get you out of trouble in the blink of an eye. Like, especially against the giant murder bears. That's probably where you'll see me use it most often. Alright, let's scour the rest of the area, just to make sure we're not missing anything. And I see a payday ahead. No, I don't mean the candy bar. Yeah, I mean fucking money, bro. Okay, got us a tier 2. A tier 6, my goodness. A tier 1, still good. A 3, okay, better. A 2, alright. And a 3. Nice. And then it dead ends. There's no way back up. You can't get back up. You have to teleport. So, yeah, there you go. Jarburg runs right along this cliff here. So let's do this. Let's go back to the artist shack. Or actually, what we should do is we will be much better off going to the Roundtable Hold, because we want to give that guy the prayer book for the dragon cult, because we need lightning spear.
Ah, you appear to... Well then. That is a work of heresy.
Oh my god, they're all works of heresies. God. Yeah, lightning spear. So honed bolt is good, but I find that it doesn't do as well as lightning spear. It costs less FP. Excuse me, and it's more direct. It's a more it's called honed bolt because it hones in on the enemy. It's a more accurate attack, and it strikes from below. It's really good for people with shields. But this just does way better damage, and if used correctly in stealthy fashion, like a Confessor would, this can be used to do better damage than the Hone Bolt. So, give me this guy. And I'm not going to do Electrify Armament. I'm not a big fan of the buffs. We'll use our weapon arts for that. If we want the extra split damage or situational damage, we'll use Resins or whatever instead of wasting a slot. But
May the golden...
Alright, we got it. Our best offensive spell for probably the majority of the playthrough, other than Black Flame. And we need... how much? Okay. It's just about 3,400 runes we need, so let's do that, shall we? Just about 3,400 is what we need. 3,200. Okay. So now we use just one of these. That should do it. And you know what that means, right? There's our 24th point in faith, which would give us exactly enough to use Homebolt if we wanted it, but no. Let's get rid of this. Boom. And this guy's going to take some time to get to, Lightning Strike, but it's good. I'm telling you, just wait until I show you the situations where that miracle shines. Like, you're going to see how good it is, and then you're going to want to use it, and it's going to be awesome. But I'm really happy about Lightning Spear. But the big deal is that we now are able to use this. And we don't fat roll with it. Great. So let's do our due diligence, shall we?
Now, look at you. Those eyes tell a story of a challenger who's felled her mark. Fine and well. Now lay out your arms.
What a nice thing to say. Oh, I don't have any money. Hold on. Let me make a transfer from my savings account into my checking account. Probably going to need more than that. There we go. Yeah, that's more like it.
No matter.
Alright, let's upgrade this twice. We don't have our tier 3 stone yet, but we will get that. I wanted to try to grab that in this episode, but we just aren't able to. We are out of time. So let's do what we can with what we've got. This 100% is going to get leveled up again. And now we need more tier 3s. That's okay. We are up to +8 on this thing. That's pretty good. Now what? Record. That needs 2 tier 2s. I'm not going to upgrade that though. What about our Arbalist? Or not Arbalist. God, I keep calling it the Arbalist. It's the Hand Ballista. We need one more tier 3 for that. So, okay, how about it? Let's take this up one more level. Since we know we're going to use it. This guy, though. 100 oh man, this thing does not need somber smithing stones. Well, what the shit? Oh hell, I'm gonna start upgrading that. I totally thought that needed somber smithing stones. That's amazing. And I didn't point this out in the previous episode, but the really cool thing about Tree Spear is that it has a special ability. It's got Sacred Order, which is different than Sacred Oath. Sacred Oath just raises your attack and your defense for a certain amount of time. Sacred Order will wholly buff your weapon for a set period of time, and it will prevent the dead from coming back to life. When you kill them one time, they will not go into their glowing blue state. When you kill them, they're done. This is such a great weapon. I'm really excited to start using it. But let's see. Alright, there's one more thing I want to do before we end this video. Let's go do a damage test, and we're going to go to our favorite spot, the gate front. And we're going to see how much damage this does. So let's sneak up on our guy here. We'll test out the backstab damage first. Okay. 41, not bad. Let's see the weapon art, shall we? Alright, that did plenty of damage. Come one, come all. Alright, this thing hits plenty hard. It's pretty good for slash damage. Pierce damage is better for people that are wearing armor, but I couldn't chain. So you see that smoke? You know what that means? That means that this guy can't heal. Unfortunately, he can guard counter, though, which is bad. Oh, yeah. You're not blocking that, pal. Nice try. Oh, yeah. This is good. We got his shitty knight armor that we don't care about. Give me your butterflies. Ultimate disrespect. Oh, who wants some? You? Was it worth it? So not bad. This thing already hits pretty good. They are pretty resistant to slash damage because they have thick armor. Pierce damage is what you want for enemies that have armor. Remember that. Stick it in your back pocket. Against enemies like, beasts and stuff like that, stuff that has fur or skin, slash damage is great. And I think it'll do incredibly well against those enemies. And it looks good with our setup. So, not bad. Got a badass new weapon. And we're going to get +3 Somber Smithing Stones in the next episode as well. And that will allow us to make it even stronger because we have 308 attack. It's pretty good. So, that's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for joining me on the in-depth playthrough of Elden Ring. I have been your faithful host, Let's Play Dark Souls HD, and I will catch you guys in the next video.